We've had a query about the shape and size of the cursor when you're using gCADPlus. I've loaded a drawing, but I haven't clicked in the drawing editor yet, and you'll notice that the appearance of the cursor is just like the standard mouse when you're using any other program. However, if I click into the drawing editor itself, the cursor is a crosshair and a target. All of these, the appearance of the crosshair, the target, and so on, can all be changed, and that's done by picking the Tools drop-down and going to Global Parameters, and that pops up this rather complex window. But under Window and Cursor, you have a lot of control over the appearance and sort of functionality of the cursor and crosshair and so on. So you remember when we open up, we could see the system cursor, and we're seeing it now as I move around outside of the drawing editor. And you remember that the behavior of the cursor is different when you click into the design area. We can also say, yeah, I want to display the crosshair, yes or no, and the crosshair size. So let's just have a look at a little bit of that. We could, if we said, let's not display the crosshair at all. Remember, at the moment it's stretching from one side of the drawing editor to the other with a target in the middle. If I click now, it's behavior. I'm working now with gCADPlus. I can still select any of the entities in the drawing, but I do it with a mouse style cursor. It's not one I favor, but let's go back here to Tools and Global Parameters. So I do want a crosshair displayed, and I do want to be able to see the system cursor when I'm outside. Let me go there. So we are restoring things back to the normal. So here's our crosshair cursor with the target in the middle, and the cursor itself extends to the edge of the drawing editor itself. But when I move up above the drawing and out here to the right, I get a system cursor, and that's how I like it. But let me right click, because the command that pops that box up is called Options. So the query you have is how do I, if I display it, can I change the size of the crosshair? Well, if we went to say 25%, and we must type it and hit it to burn it in, and we go OK, and now can you see we have a very much smaller crosshair. We can change the size of that target box as well if we need to. And let's go back to the options. So your crosshair size, we've changed the command prompt, which I like to see at the crosshair when I'm working, because that's what gCADPlus gives me feedback. To me, it's important. So you can experiment with these. Let's say no. We don't want the command prompt, and so I guess now if we went L for line, and I'm not getting any prompt at the crosshair cursor, I am getting the prompt down here in the command area itself. Again, that's something I'm not happy with, but let's go back to options, and I want now to restore everything to the default settings. And I'll OK that and click back here, and I'm back where I want to be. So I hope that helps a little. There's a lot to play with there, especially when you're learning. I would leave things at the default and only change things if you need to subsequently.